became quiet all of a sudden. I'm not used to it.
It's because I've been off having dinner. We have fishy. As you can see, this morning, I pulled for the card. No, it was when it came out. It was like the day after, like when the day it came out, I tried to pull for it, and I got it. I nearly thought I lost my second 50-50, because I thought Caleb was the one that got the card. But then, after that, it was Raphael. So, we got it, boys.
I suddenly remembered a verse from a poem, but I can't remember the next line.
Look how gorgeous the boy looks. Ah.
You're gonna dance around?
No, I'm not dancing around you, buddy. I'm hoping, once I get my paycheck, to get the MC outfit. Because, bro, that outfit is gorgeous, man. I want it. Just not right now. Your girl can't get it right now. We're gonna start with the fishy story, and then we'll go on to Caleb. But I've already done extreme dose. This one. Oh, doesn't she look gorgeous? I'm going to quickly. Oop, have we frozen? Is the game frozen on me? The game is 100%. There we go. Right, I need to get Michelle looking absolutely gorgeous. I don't know whether I want to change her hair color as like a fun thing. Oh, that one's so cute. I like that hair color with her though. Let's give her this one. I don't want to give her this hair colour. You know what, girl? Let's give you a dark red. I think that's really cute. We will do that. Apply. I want to see how that looks. I want to see how that looks. I don't know if we're going to see that colour in the myth. I'm going to show the myth first. And then we'll get into the story. Because I've seen
here.
it.
Perfect. I want to introduce you to the new brush I've been working with this week.
Look at his little crown. It's so cute.
I used it to make paintings of...
Oh, that is so cute. I love it. Everything about this whole myth is so good. Info cooked with this one. Have I seen it in high def on my PC? I can't remember if I have my graphics like really high on here. I think I do. Oh, guess we'll find out then. Where are you, buddy? There you go. I'm gonna do this one. Because this one's really cute. We're gonna do Kindred. Oh. I like it a bit. Is my computer gonna be able to handle this one? We'll see.
It's a simple melody, yet you still haven't learned it properly.
I have seen this one before. This is my second time actually watching it. That's real, not a musician. I'm not going to be able to read it all because it's quick. Right. Look at that. Look at
Listen carefully. This is the last time I'll teach you.
Oh my gosh. Look how pretty. I'm like, in fault. Oh, look at... Okay, her hair. Just the brown version. Oh, look at that. Okay. So the hair is like between the brown and the blonde. The size of
the sea inevitably returns to where it belongs and separates from the land.
Look at the tail! Oh my gosh! So cute! Stop! I can't with this card. It is one of my favourites that I have gotten. This and Magnum Opus are like my favourite cards. Hands down. Oh, that is so cute! Yeah. Let's just appreciate MC as well. She looks like gorgeous. The outfit. Oh.
You want to say something else?
Do we all know what's gonna happen? Let's see. The ocean current will carry you.
The sea heard your wish.
This is so fucking cute, man. It's just so much sugar, and then. Ooh. I need to get that seashells merch because I've seen it on Ali, and I am waiting to get.
The place you hold in my heart far outweighs this little scale.
Look at it! I don't like where this is going, guy. I don't like where this is going, chat. Yep, this is where we come from, like, sweet to sad, man. What? Yeah. Oof. Yeah. I watched it and I was like, frick you, April.
No, I refuse to accept this betrayal.
You're evil for this. You're fucking evil for this.
The sea god doesn't need this heart. Our bond, it cannot end this way. I won't allow it.
No, girl's dead. The depression. Love in depression. Like, we knew this was gonna happen in the trailer, but oh my goodness, look at all the. I'm so glad I got this card. I got the. Literally, I got this from like the Aran Pass and like I think I got the second one, this one, from the 200 pools. The Paper Games or whatever put out. Like, they put out the 200 pools, and that's how I got this card. I got this card from my first lot, but oh my gosh. And now we got little fishy. Depression. Anyways, I need to get chat up real quick. Love in depression, everybody. We can never live here without the sadness, can we? We can't. Let me have a stream manager. There we go. Just so I can keep an eye on my things. So I was gonna do Veilguard originally, but I did not know I'd get Raphael's card this quickly. So I thought I'd jump on stream and we'd do like Love and Deepspace, and do. I don't know whether we'll have time to do Xavier today, but we do Raphael's myth, so that story. And then I have a bit of Caleb I need to do. This is Lucid Dream, we have that one as well. Just do a little bit of a side quests today. A little bit of a side quest stream, as I like to call it. In fact, I am. Your girl is 100%ed all this crap, all this stuff, and now we're on to the depression. I haven't got Forgotten Sea, but which annoys me. I tried to get for this rerun, but oh boy, was that one hard to get. Like, you wanna, I think people, the thing is, I jumped on Lads, if you first stream, Catch 22, just before that was running, and I joined WoW. I either joined while that was running, I think. And so I missed a lot of the myths, the original myths. So, I'm either catching up when it comes to the reruns, which I'm waiting for the Silas rerun, or I am like hoping for the newer stuff. So, because I really hope I get the Silas one, because the Silas myth is one of my favourites. Okay, let's go through this one. Lucy defiled the world, humanity's last ark, the city of... Oh, the world, humanity's last ark, the city of Ramiro is perched on a solitary little island. There shall be a lunar eclipse, and at the end of third night, Ramiro will be annihilated as it sinks below the ocean waves. Tome of the sea god, which was foretold all worldly changes, announced the day in which humanity will be submerged during the first night.
The sea god has abandoned us! He has abandoned everyone!
He abandoned us! Yeah! Abandoned us! We needed him!
The sea god is the one who will make the ocean devour Ramiro! He wants to destroy us!
At the edge of the harbour, which had suffered years of erosion because of the sea winds, desperate people pushed the sea god statues they carved with their hands into them. Temples have been abandoned, their altars smashed. Precious collections of books and scrolls are naught but ashes and smoke. Over the centuries, people's faith in the sea god and everything that's associated with him was swallowed by rising tides. It was only a matter of time. The bride of the sea god suffered this fate as well.
The second night is already here. It won't be long until Ramiro is submerged. It will be just as the prophecy says. The citizenry is mired in unrest. Should this continue, chaos will inevitably unfold. My lord, we must find a way to soothe them.
Huh. It's only an eclipse. There's nothing to worry about. In fact, gather all the citizens and tell them.
Oh, for goodness sake. Leaders like this in media make me want to smack my head into a wall. Because it's like in Castlevania, where, spoilers if you're not seeing Castlevania, but when Dracula was like, you have this many days to like sort your crap out and like evacuate, and then once that year, I can't remember if it's 1 year or something like that, and then after that I will come and like destroy you for killing his wife, and they just celebrate the year after. It's like that, like characters like that where they're like, nah, everything's fine, whatever. It's like, whoops.
The Tome of the Sea God has revealed a new prophecy. We must hold the Wavier ritual and have the bride of the Sea God make an announcement.
Bro.
Did you hear that? Bride of the Sea God.
Has she been like locked up? The guards grab my arms and throw me to the ground. I stare at the intricate patterns that dot the hem of the Castellan's robes. The situation is ironic and it leaves a bitter taste in my mouth. In the past, he was Ramirez's minister, whose loyalty to the city was unmatched. Yet he's now a cruel individual after the prophecy appeared in Tome of the Sea God. Didn't you say the Tome of the Sea God spreads lies and leads people astray? Not only is it untrustworthy, but you sealed it away in a temple.
These matters are of no concern to you.
Oh, buddy.
Romero shall be reborn under the current castellan. You will make that stone tablet reveal something, and then recite those words.
No, buddy, frick off. Everything's at stake here, but you're still obsessed with your power as the Castellan. How pathetic.
Foolish lass. Do you think you still be alive if someone else could converse with the tome of the sea god? Play your part. You know very
I hate
well
this
what
part
will
already.
come of you if you don't.
What? Bro, what? After hearing the heavy lock behind the door, oh, I didn't.
You're the bride of the sea god. Why are you letting humans
This is
mistreat
where
you?
it comes from. When did he appear? The title is nothing more than a pair of shackles. Why can't you be the groom of Michelle instead? I don't remember when it started. At first I thought the voice was a hallucination, born from my lengthy imprisonment, but time passed, and the seagulls brought me seashells with strange patterns. That's when I became certain of his existence. He claimed to be the sea god, but his voice was too useful, too mysterious. I couldn't trust him. However, I found myself involuntarily anticipating his appearance. If anything, it made my time here a little more bearable. And like a person who was fascinated while watching a goldfish in a bowl, he approached me. He tested me. He tempted my heart to yearn for freedom as it sat in a pit of despair.
Don't you want to escape? Tonight is your only chance.
Oh, okay.
When the eclipse hangs high and the tides flow
Oh,
back,
goodness.
you only need to remember two things.
What's that? What things? What are you talking about? The sea breeze flips through the tattered pages on the table. It stops, and there I see a page covered in mysterious, intricate symbols.
The sea god's Summoneo staff. The sea's ritualis hymn. When the time comes, I will answer your call.
The last traces of his voice are buried by the horn. I look outside and see an anxious crowd gathering under the dilapidated tower. What do you mean? What do you want me to do? Are you still there? Silence falls over the tower. I squeeze my eyes shut and force myself to calm down. His proposal is too sudden. It could be a trap as well. I'd be foolish not to question it. Even if it is a trap, does it matter? Pardon me. Is there anything more hopeless than being imprisoned here forever? I might as well take this gamble.
Rejoice, everyone!
Atop the tower, Harkin raises the orb that symbolizes Ramiro. His gaze sweeps over the port's towering embankments and the ships with their black sails.
Do not fear this lunar eclipse. It heralds a new hope, a new future for Romero. We will not crumble under the waves. We've cast aside the sea god and left behind our hollow faith.
There's many people in history
Now,
who've said to
our
regret that, my
centuries
guy.
of sacrifice have changed the ancient prophecy.
Yeah, I went in and edited it. Haha.
You will see the truth with your own eyes.
It's bullcrap. The sea of people are like ants. They're restless. A guard shoves me and I stumble to the edge of the tower. In that instant, the gaze is below me, filled with disgust, fear, anxiety, and cold indifference, pierce me like arrows. borrow the Seminole staff. My lord, the power within the tome of the sea god faded. I need to use the sea god's Seminole staff to make the prophecy. Prophecy's words manifest again.
The Wavier ritual doesn't require a sacred staff. Do not lie to me.
Tonight is the lunar eclipse. Without the Samuro staff to protect us, should any sign resembling calamities appear. I deliberately lower my voice at that moment. Lightning tears through the clouds. The sea churns and massive waves crash onto the shore. A moment passes. The sea god's summoner staff is old age apparent, is given to me. According to him, I need to sing the hymn. I brush away the dust from the staff and raise towards the tome of the sea god. Our silent universe awakens in flight light where dusk and dawn meet and merge. The young and pure sea god descends upon the first waves surge. The ancient lyrics follow from my mouth as the staff slowly traces a totem-like pattern in the air. Suddenly, mysterious singing drifts through the air, biting sea wind. With my voice, it echoes from afar. He's here. Good, he didn't lie to me. A slight feeling of relief washes over me as I face the wind and sing even louder. He who commands the cycles of the sun, the moon, and the tides, he who guides us to rest in distant realms.
She's singing the sea's ritualis hymn! That forbidden song! Guards! Seize her!
The guards lunge at me, but the staff emits a dazzling blue light that repels everyone. The sea god wields fire in the darkness. He is the blazing sun who ignites the lost night. Thunder crashes down upon the sea and enormous waves manifest. Heavy rainfall descends as the storm engulfs all of Remora. Terror and chaos erupt around me. I clutch the staff tightly and continue to sing until a beam of light appears. It points to something under the towering waves. I brace myself before I leap into the ocean. He said he would greet me, but this is a little too violent for my liking. Black sea water twists into a massive vortex and carries me away. This is kind of like Wizard of Oz a little bit, the tornado. Disorientated, I stop swimming and let my body sink deeper into the ocean's depths. I lose track of time before a magnificent yet ruined structure gradually appears.
You're here at last.
Oh. My voice is cold as frigid seawater drifts towards me. Ghostly light sweeps across the crumbling ruins. Like moonlight, it's reflected in my eyes. Before me is a slowly swaying fishtail. It's so magnificent that everything I have ever considered beautiful in my life suddenly feels plain and unremarkable. A human body with the tail of a fish and the power to control the ocean. Are you the sea god?
My identity is of little importance.
Several heavy chains wrap around his body. Powerful runes, barely visible, keep him immobilized.
I've saved your life. Now then, release the seals that bind me.
Why would the sea god be imprisoned in a place like this? Oh, we're on to the first cutscene. Let's go.
I could be lying. I can help you. But I can also let you drown in these abyssal waters to keep me company.
If I die, then no one will save you.
I see you're unaware of what you've awakened.
The Legends of the Sea God bears respect. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to read all that. Okay, let's have a
Do
look.
you think the mark can be seen by just anyone?
Hmm. Let me. The seals in your body.
Your power alone is no match for these. Its scale is as cold as the lonely moon. At dawn, it shall pierce your heart.
Oh,
The sea's ritualis hymn you sang, that is the answer.
aren't you afraid of?
You shall find no hiding place wherever the sea flows.
He does look a bit like Poseidon-esque. I like the different inspirations we have here for like the design. We getting a sword. Get a sword out, girly. Power feels familiar.
This is the mark you've been searching for. But it was also a seal in another form.
Oh. Hey, let's go.
The voice of the storm. Come to me.
Come on, two. Get that. Let's go, girly.
Again.
Okay, cut it off. Let's go. Oh look, this is so pretty. Like, stop. Again, they were cooking with it. Info, Info was cooking with it. I'm so glad I got this. So glad.
The sea god's revival has been completed. You've rewritten the fate of these waters. Starting from this moment, you are bound to me. You cannot turn back.
Let's go. Let's fucking go. This looks so good. Like, Infold. What were you cooking back there? I need to bloody know, my guy. Like, oh my gosh. I'm gonna go grab some, on that note, I'm gonna go quickly grab some water. We are going to hydrate up and then come back, because I think I've ran out of water. We're gonna hydrate back, we're gonna come back, we're gonna play some more. Alright, let me just We are back, beautiful people. I've got some drink. We're back in. Let's go. Close this door. Oh. Okay. The storm's roar filters through the seawater and resonates as wells distant songs. My body feels impossibly heavy, yet scenes from my dreams gradually come into focus.
The tome of the sea god cannot be wrong. She is the sea god's bride and our only hope. We need her if Ramira is to survive. She will be Ramira's future castellan, protect the land in the sea god's stead, and change the prophecy.
There's still over half a year until your coming of age ceremony, yet the gifts are already piling up. We've run out of space to store them. Everyone truly admires you from the bottom of their hearts, my lady.
She's the sea god's bride and was raised by the Castellan. Her knowledge and abilities are exceptional. She is kind and approachable. A wonderful person deserves all the best things in life.
Look at what our foolish devotion to the sea god brought. Death, disaster, and the prophecy that Ramiro shall be submerged more quickly. The sea god will never save Ramiro.
The bride of the sea god is nothing but a farce. She and the sea god will destroy Ramiro.
Run, my lady! Don't let them catch you!
Can you hear them? Everyone is asking for you to die. And yet, you're the only one who can communicate with the tome of the sea god. I won't let you suffer a miserable death. I'll spare you so long as you obey me. How does that sound?
I open my eyes. Brilliant white lightning dispels my chaotic nightmare and illuminates the scene before me. Rainwater flows through the window frames. It makes the carvings and murals gradually reveal the lifelike faces of gods.
Are you awake?
The sea god looks at me, his beautiful tail having transformed into human legs at an unknown point in time. He can walk on land?
I have prepared a gift for you.
He lifts me up and directs my gaze to the steps below. Hawken is most trusted minister, the tower's guard captain. Those who had bullied and abused me are now on the ground, bound. They crawl and struggle, their eyes filled with fear and despair. Oh my goodness.
Their lives are in your hands. Would you like to deal with them one by one?
Oh my goodness. He's like, do you want me to just... Here you go. Do you want me to kill him? His hand covers the back of mine. He guides me to raise my hand and lightning gathers in my palm.
Ah!
Debris scatter and the Castellan crown clatters to the ground. Puddles on the floor bloom. Crimson, I think that says.
Or would you rather finish them all at once?
My palm is quickly held again. Out of nowhere, raging waves rise in the center of the temple and engulf everyone. Watching them struggle as they suffocate, I feel a sense of satisfaction. However, an indescribable emotion wells up. The sea goddess already has a terrible reputation. Won't this make people hate you more?
Lower your hand, then.
I pause before I hold his hand even tighter. I hear him chuckle as the Lusutu waves shimmer with rippling light. They reflect a cold emptiness in his eyes.
The faith of humans is nothing more than self-interest. They worship when they need something, and and curse when they don't get what they want. Why should I care about reputations?
As if he had his fill of watching the depths throws. He releases my hand and the water vanishes.
They claimed I've abandoned this world. Very well. I'll let them be a witness to true annihilation. This is only the beginning. Don't you dare become merciful too swiftly.
You're overthinking it. I would never. The dying Castellan struggles to prop himself up. His gaze burns with a fury that could shoot flames.
You, if it weren't for me, you would have been executed. How dare you repay my kindness with betrayal?
So the lamb penned for slaughter is obligated to thank the butcher? You're insane. I pick up a sword from the ground and hurl it at him. The blade stabs his shoulder blade.
Ah! Don't forget, your life is still in my hands. If I die, you will be cursed to perish in agony.
Then we'll die together. Does it look like I'm scared? A swift death is better than living as a caged bird forever.
A curse.
Sea god lifts up my chin and strokes my cheek. Tentacle-like green runes slowly blush runes.
You're referring to these crude patterns?
He curls his fingertips. His movements are gentle, yet the runes are being torn away from my cheek. It hurts.
Stay still. Indeed, it's an ancient curse. But it's far too weak to control my bride. Close your eyes.
I hear an eerie sound as if something is destroyed with the pain.
What a terrible attempt of a trick.
When I open my eyes again, wisps of murky mist still linger in the air. Nearby, the Castellan is suspended in midair. A water tendril tightens around his throat.
These magics can't be wielded by humans. Tell me where you found it.
What right do you have to judge me?
I won't tell you anything. You don't need to worry about asking again either.
Aren't you a god? Why are you destroying everything? The Muria, Whalefall City. Now you want to destroy this island!
Lumeria? Don't the legends say the sea god lived there? In the sky, golden lightning phrases. Dark-colored waves surge when the water recede. Oh. Where have you taken them?
They're in a more appropriate place.
Hell. Why didn't you just kill Hawkran? A bloodstained...
You were imprisoned in his cage. How many years?
It's been a long time. I don't remember.
If the hatred from that time could be offset by him dying instantly, I would happily grant your wish at this very moment.
You wouldn't offer me a gift without a reason. What is it that you want? Tell me.
You are my bride, aren't you?
He touches the pearls in my hair before he lowers his gaze.
Removing unsavory elements from my bride's life is my duty.
As I debate whether I should confront him or try to extract information more subtly, a thunderous crash sounds outside the window. The storm has destroyed a distant embankment. Seawater rushes in like a warring beast as it flows directly into the city. What is happening? This is only the second night. Ramiro shouldn't be sinking now. Tomb of Sea God has been returned to the temple, I run there, and I'm shocked that the words of the prophecy are emitting a faint glow.
This future was predetermined long ago. Whether it's the second or third night makes little difference. You knew this day would come. Why are you surprised?
This place is my sanctuary. Regardless of what happens, I can't stand by and watch it be destroyed. Legends say the sea god is all-powerful. He can
The fate of this world is predetermined, and legends are just legends. In any case, it hasn't been long since I was awakened. My powers haven't fully returned yet. Why should I risk my own life for a city that despises me? Mind you, I would have to defy a prophecy in the tome of the sea god.
What if you regained your power? Your powers?
Give me your hand.
A cold glint flashes as he cuts both our palms. He intertwines his fingers with mine, and our blood mixes. It drips onto the tome of the sea god. Golden light rises from the tome. I'm not saying the full thing. Like threads of silk, they unfurl midair and weave together to form poetic words. Can't words. Lemurians who seek absolute power combat treacherous tides, dive into the deep for pearls, find a true love. There were hidden prophecies in the tome? It makes sense now. Despite the fact I conversed with the tome many times, I could only decipher fragments and incomplete phrases. Yet, what's more shocking is the meaning contained in these words. I struggle to grasp the most crucial line. To find true love, that means... Sea God appears more composed as he raises his head to brush away the text and heal the wound on my hand.
You already know the answer, my beloved bride.
You knew you needed me to restore your power. That's why you gave me those gifts.
You're more clever than the humans I'm familiar with.
Now that I understand his intentions, I feel oddly relieved. According to the tome, you'll regain your power and stop the sea from swallowing Ramira if we fall in love.
As things stand, this is your only option.
But falling in love doesn't happen instantly. All the while, the threat of this land sinking below the waves looms over us. Oh yeah. With the courage, I wrap my hands around his neck and kiss him without any hesitation. Yes. I'm wrong, but before he can recover from his surprise, I quickly pull away. Well, has your power been restored? Even just partly? He grabs my arm and pulls me closer, bends down to return my kiss. The intensity is...
A simple kiss is far from what anyone would call love.
It's still better than just sitting and waiting for death.
As long as I'm here, death wouldn't dare to visit you. Do you remember how you awakened me?
The summoner staff and the sea's ritual hymn. He places the staff in my hands. I'm not sure when or how he got it.
This can temporarily awaken some of my powers, but we need one more thing to stop the storm.
He turns over my hand and he traces letters on my palm. I can't help but open my mouth. Raphael?
Remember it. That is my name.
Yay!
Recite my name in your heart with the utmost devotion. Then, sing the hymn for me once more.
He suddenly dives into the storm, and his legs transform into a brilliant fishtail as he soars above the terrifying waves. The Summoner staff admits the light to accompany my song. I sing with all my strength and stare at his figure. He glides along the top of the waves, lightning from the tip of his tiebreaker trident strikes the heavy storm clouds. Streams of golden light swirl across the sea's surface. The rain stops and the wind ceases as the subdued tides transform into millions of transparent fish, or they stir up sand and gravel as they slowly retreat into the deep sea. The sand part, interesting. I know that's to do with beach, but could that also be a reference to a later myth? Interesting, okay. Is that like sort of all linking to the different myths together? I think I'm just overthinking. It's just sand from a beach, but I'm being like an English teacher that's like, what's the colour of red really mean? She's wearing red, what does that simplify? At the base of the damaged statue, people kneel in the muddy waters, yet they see the sun rising behind the sea god. He turns around, his gaze passes through the lingering mist and lands on me. Oh. What you doing, buddy? What you seeing, buddy? Oh, come on. Drink. Round number 3, boys. Let's go. Hawken and his henchmen are imprisoned in a water cage that's under a waterfall. They receive my thorough care. I know that Raphael didn't spare Hawken just to let me have my revenge. For him, Hawken might have some value. I tried to ask him about it, but Raphael wouldn't give me an answer. As the heir to the previous Castellan, I became the new ruler of Ramiro. Unexpectedly, some rumors began to spread throughout the city. The Sea God's bride awakened him. Now he carries out her orders without question. If she can command the Sea God to calm the storm during the eclipse, then surely she can command him to drown Ramiro. She put 12 venomous snakes in the water prison. They drank the former Castellan's blood every day, and the water below Muslim Waterfall is now a bright red. I pay no attention to their gossip. After all, I have no interest in ruling a city that once abandoned me. What matters is that I must fall in love with Raphael.
Your Highness, the harbor repairs?
Deal with it yourself.
Your Highness, the city plans to erect several new statues of the Sea God.
You don't need to ask for my permission. After shutting out those annoying voices, I search the temple for any sign of Raphael. This place has become the Sea God's residence. To fall in love with him sooner, I spend most of my time here. The problem is, he's always somewhere else. How am I supposed to fall in love with him? What is this?
You forgot about the scale already?
The scale I held in my hand had transformed into a blue seashell. It hangs from a delicate silvery white chain. Is this a token of affection?
At the very least, it's not a token of hatred.
True. The necklace put around my neck and the seashell is like a crystalline mark over my heart.
Keep it safe. It's a piece of my heart. It will let me know where you are and what you're doing.
That's a bit creepy, but okay. Bro, that's a bit... Yeah. I know some girlies would be like, hell yeah. I'm just like, You can track my every move. I have no idea what he's up to. It's not exactly fair. It's not really, is it? In the center of the temple, several springs converge into a deep, mysterious pool. The waters churn, and the currents of white sea foam are connected to the deep sea. Around the pool stand several broken statues, their damaged torsos holding candle holders of solidified whale oil. Their heads, are solemnly lowered towards me. He took the time to build a pool. I've learned something. However, he likes to soak in the water. Bored, I pick up a few silver leaves from a nearby box and skip them. They bounce across the water. I didn't know if the citizenry is trying to curry favor with Raphael and me, but people have sent numerous gifts while keeping their distance. He is not here. Is he not here? There was no response under the water. I'm about to give up when I catch a glimpse of an unusual light flashing below the surface. Curiosity compels me to dive into the water to get a closer look.
It's impolite to enter my bedchamber without greeting me first.
Raphael floats to the surface, his long hair spreading out along the water's surface. I can barely see him. His tail is like a streak of cold yet beautiful multicolored sunlight you'd see during a sunrise or sunset. I supervised the renovation of this temple when I was 15. If anything, this place should be mine.
You are correct. I shouldn't have stopped you.
He tries to drag me into the water, and the churning currents instantly transform. I use the momentum to grab his arm and quickly wrap my arms around his neck before the water can engulf me. It's cold.
Yes, and you could have avoided this.
I was afraid you'd vanish again when I weren't looking. How are we supposed to learn more about each other and fall in love if you're not here?
Is clinging to me like an octopus part of your plan to fall in love with me?
Cuddling can be used to gain affection, but there's also another reason. A cold water droplet slides along the tip of my nose. I sneeze for a moment.
Why are you so delicate?
The water in your bedchamber is too cold. Why is it sneezing?
Is there a problem? Only humans have a habit of parboiling themselves.
It's called a hot bath. The current carries us to shore. Raphael's tail transforms into a pair of legs. He steps onto the shore. Tails inlaid with seashells.
You say you don't want to die, and yet you jump into frigid waters. Your desire to survive is rather wanting.
You say you need to fall in love with me, and yet you're nowhere to be found. Do you actually want to get your powers back?
I never believed an intangible emotion such as love could serve a purpose.
He sets me down as a ball of flame rises from his palm. I flinch and pull away, but he places it in my hand. It's not burning me, and it's warm.
Are you no longer afraid?
He creates several more spheres of fire and uses them to dry my hair and clothes until they're comfortably warm.
I'm only following the tome's revelations because I don't have an alternative. I won't fall in love with you. It doesn't matter how close you get.
You say that. Don't worry, I'm just trying to survive. Don't misunderstand and think I'd actually have feelings for you. I place the ball of fire in my hand and toss it around. The dancing flame casts a softness across Raphael's face that doesn't suit him. He sits beside me on the shore, on the stone steps, and carefully examines the ornate box. These are gifts from the citizenry. They want to thank you for saving them from the storm that night.
These aren't gifts. They're displays of submission for the sake of self-preservation.
Gross.
They despise you, and then they coddle you like a babe in swaddling clothes. Faith, devotion, all of it is hypocrisy.
Damn, bro. Just... You don't seem to be furious,
And
though.
you've entertained yourself by skipping those silver leaves. Why should I be angry?
They belong to you. Keep what you like and throw away the gifts you dislike.
I'm not interested in insincere offerings.
Well, I have something that should interest you. I walked to the Tove and retrieved the summoner staff that was hiding behind it. It used to be yours, yes? Now it's yours again.
You are its rightful owner.
He gestures for me to look at the ruby on the staff. That's his strange, definitive mark.
It's your name written in the Lemurian language. It belonged to me, but it seems I gave it to you. So it's yours now.
I don't remember that.
What a coincidence. I don't remember it happening either. Perchance it was before my long slumber, or it happened in a more distant past. In any case, it's of no significance.
The staff feels heavy. I place it next to the Tove. Why would you give me a precious staff?
I'm not sure. Maybe it's because I liked you.
Maybe my expression was too incredulous because he started laughing.
You don't want us to be smitten with each other? If anything, you don't seem all too pleased with the fact that I liked you before.
I can't imagine you genuinely falling in love with a human. But if we truly had feelings for each other in the past, then falling in love again might not be so difficult. What should I fall in love with, though? If I only admire his appearance, then we'd have a distant foundation.
Your thoughts are impolite, I presume.
I was thinking about the god I'm supposed to fall in love with. I'm wondering what character he is. For example, I'd like to learn about his likes, his dislikes, his strengths, his flaws.
If you knew those despicable aspects and flaws, would you still fall in love?
They say if someone can accept even your most awful aspects, then it's true love. It touches the soul.
In other words, an ignorant, foolish impulse.
For the sake of survival, I'm willing to sacrifice some rationality.
It's not difficult for you to discover what kind of god I am.
He moves closer and lifts the seashell hanging around my neck.
When the next full moon arrives, you will find the answer you seek.
What do you mean? Raphael skins into the pool, which causes the water to splash everywhere. He waves at me unhurriedly before vanishing into a blink of an eye. Night fog blankets the wilderness. Greyish blades of grass rise past my ankles. Short trees are scattered around, and their gnarly branches stretch in my direction. The next is seashell. Amidst this soft glow, it guides me out of the city and into a dense fog at the front of Mount Unyahek. What's that sound? I quicken my pace expectantly. Bright moonlight filters through the trees and illuminates ruins in grey-green moss. Raphael stands in the center of the area. Water flows from his hand to lift stones, their piece together in midair. I continue to tiptoe and then... Oh. Ha!
I heard you breathing earlier. Who do you think you're trying to scare, mortal?
You brought me here in the middle of the night just so I can watch you build a house? I realize these are the oldest ruins on the island, but no one knows their origin.
Correct.
It's like, nope, yep.
Come closer. You're in the way.
Still uncertain, I moved to the side. More stone bricks float upward and assemble themselves into a wall, covered with fragmented inscriptions.
His blood surged to form the oceans. His scales transformed into the stars above. His bones became the whales who bore the sun disk, the moon clams that measure time, the coral bridges that lead to the netherworld.
That's the creation myth for the sea god. How the sea god founded Lemuria. Are these ruins connected to the sea god?
This place is part of the Island of Songs.
I furrow my brow. How strange. The name sounds familiar, but I can't remember anything about it. As I'm deep in thought, more stones rise with the flowing water. They connected the broken walls and ruins to gradually form a shrine. The full moon hangs above like a bright pearl set in the center of an accessory. It illuminates fragments of the temples.
It preserved Lemuria's history, as well as the important chronicles of every sea god. The sea god you want to learn about is here.
These are the stories about the sea god, but they're not the story of Raphael.
There's no difference. One day, I will become another sea god who's depicted here. The name Raphael shall be forgotten.
He tilts his head back as if he is using somewhat real yet illusionary fragments to search for pieces of his memories. That doesn't sound like a good thing.
Yet you want me to get my powers back, so I can ascend and become a true sea god.
You're not wrong. The flowing water gradually dissipates, disperses, and the shrine crumbles apart once more. It has returned to ruins. What about you? After you regain your powers, what do you want to do?
I'll start with finding the person who sealed me away at the bottom of the sea.
Do you remember who it was?
I will eventually.
Empathetic, I nod. I know what it feels like to lose your freedom. You were sealed away for so long. You must really hate that person.
They aren't even worthy of my rancor. However, I won't let them go unpunished.
He glances at the moon before walking into the dense forest. I hurriedly catch up to him. There's one thing I still don't understand. How you forgot who sealed you away? How do you know that... How do you know... I don't know.
You are the sea god's bride. You're the only one I would choose. And you were the only person I could sense when I was sealed away.
As he says this, a cryptic smile suddenly appears on his face.
It was ironic. I first heard your voice as you slandered me.
Oh?
You said the tome was worthless since it couldn't find the sea god. However, it somehow revealed the location of his bride, so you were captured and forced to suffer. You said I abandoned my bride, played with whatever caught my fancy, and questioned how I could be the sea god. You claimed I was worse than a sea cucumber. Also,
it's like you slandered my ass. You're making up nonsense. I never insulted you. I argue while frantically trying to think. However, I have insulted him a few times.
I eventually realized that when you talked to yourself or slandered me, it meant you were in good spirits. And if there were days when you were very quiet, I could also guess what you were going through.
You really like watching people in secret, huh?
That's an incorrect assumption. I only see you.
Oh, that's so cute. We wandered to the shore without realizing it. Moonlight casts a shimmering glow across the sea surface. Blurry, distant stars sparkle where the ocean meets the sky.
What is it?
It's to stop you from jumping into the water and vanishing again.
Holding my hand won't be enough.
If you keep disappearing, it'll be hard for me to fall in love with you. You should at least tell me what you're doing and where you're going.
Would you like to accompany me this time?
He raises his hand and the moonlight coincides into a strand of silver thread at his fingertips. Then it descends onto the sea surface. Every stream immediately becomes visible in the water's reflection. They follow the moonlight coil around his cupped hand, then dance and dance.
The perfect opportunity is right in front of you.
He releases a strand of moonlight and makes a gesture with his hand that resembles a flying bird. He whistles and the sound lingers. Then an enormous white skeleton rises from the sea. It reminds me of a fish with large fins. The creature swiftly cuts through the water mist and appears before me.
Are you scared?
Don't underestimate me. But as soon as I step forward, I find myself at a loss. I'm unsure of how to approach this skeleton creature. I feel a sense of weightlessness as Raphael places me directly on the creature's back. His legs then transform into a tail and he swims into the ocean.
Hold on tight. Should you fall, I won't save you again.
Oh, that's cute. I like that chapter. This is an interesting kind of like soulmate type thing going on here. Well, technically, she more knows of him in this one than in our present day one. Raphael swims through the inky black water. Silvery light breaks into pearls that flow along his tail. Close behind is the skeleton figure that's carrying me. Is this your friend, Raphael?
Despite being nothing but bones, it tried to eat me when we first met. Is that what friends do?
I'd say it's more of a hungry friend. Ah! As if it understands what I said, it suddenly whips its tail in an attempt to throw me off. I quickly grab onto what was once a dolphin.
The Fantasia shark is very temperamental. I advise you not to provoke it. If you throw caution to the wind, it'll reduce you to a pile of bones with just a few bites. Its species died along with Lemuria. I have no idea where this one came from.
Could it actually be your friend? From before you went to sleep, I mean. Fantasia shark raises its head as if an almost inaudible sound. Then it quickly swims closer to Raphael.
Maybe. I caught glimpses of its shadow in Whalefall City.
According to legends, it was the most magnificent and beautiful place in all of Lemuria. Sorrow and suffering don't exist there.
Humans and their myths have never shied away from exaggeration. I don't remember what Whalefall City looked like. Only when the sea god's power is restored can all slumbering Lemurians be awakened. And then, Whalefall City shall return to this world.
That's good. You have a homeland worth longing for.
You're implying that yours isn't.
It abandoned me first. Not wanting to continue this conversation, I pretend to admire the Fantasia shark. After a moment, an idea appears in my mind. Raphael, come here. I want to give you a gift. But just so you're aware, I haven't done this in a long time. It might not work.
I should keep my expectations low then?
Oop. Despite saying that, he raises his hand and uses the rising waves to sit down beside me. I take a deep breath, concentrate on the palm of my hand, and then gently place it on the Fantasia shark's head. In the darkness, a faint power slowly awakens. It cautiously moves towards me bit by bit. I relax my breathing and try to become part of that power. I capture every subtle change. I can sense it. A gentle resonance spreads out from the Fantasia shark. Layers of blue tint seawater, faintly revealing the silhouette of a city. While instinctually its beautiful and magnificent form is still visible, I thought this Fantasia shark missed Whitefall City too, so I tried to resonate with it. Did that bring back any memories? Raphael doesn't say a word until the water turns black once more. I'm forced to break this strange silence. I didn't expect it to work. I haven't resonated in a long time. And I only used it to help others find lost crabs and turtles.
Thank you.
What?
You helped me see Whalefall City. I'm expressing my gratitude.
You're welcome. The moon has disappeared as the sea fog descends with the heavy clouds that engulf our surroundings. As the fog grows thicker, my doubts continue to take roots in the depths of my heart. You still haven't told me where we're going, Raphael.
We'll arrive at our destination once the fog clears.
But just as I'm about to press for more detail, I suddenly feel my mind is being enshrouded by fog. My consciousness becomes heavy. Something's wrong with this fog.
The fog is as it should be. All you need to do is close your eyes and get some rest while you can.
He's like, go to sleep. Go to sleep is... Why did I fall asleep?
Did you get enough rest?
How long was I asleep? Wait, where am I? The surrounding seawater surges violently and rushes with the force of 1,000 avalanches towards the oceanic abyss. It's like a crack between heaven and earth. It seems as if the entire ocean is about to collapse. The thunderous roar is so deafening that it makes my ears hurt. A sense of foreboding washes over me. Raphael, don't tell me. We're going there?
I thought you were eager to help me get my powers back. This is what the Tome of the Sea God means by combat the treacherous tides.
Now I understand what he meant when he said opportunity. Is it too late for me to change my mind?
What do you think?
Nope. I sigh. I resign myself to my fate as I hold him tightly, close my eyes, and allow him to take me into the bottomless oceanic abyss. As my dizziness subsides, I can hear the massive waves crashing above us. Everything around me is still enshrouded in darkness. My survival instincts make me grip Raphael's shoulders tightly. Is it over?
It's only the beginning.
Ooh. He holds me close. I'm gonna check how long we got streaming for. An hour. Okay, we're good. He holds me close as we continue swimming towards greater depths. After what feels like eternity, our feet finally touch a flat seabed. Dark blue flames ignite one after another in the distance. They move in our direction and reveal an ancient, magnificent plaza. In the center stands a stone gate with multiple heavy chains. Each one extends to a tall stone statue that anchors it in place. The Lemurians have a lot of ruins.
This is the sea god's tomb. Each stone statue below represents a sea god who has perished.
I hope you didn't bring me here just so we can be buried together.
Don't worry. That day is still tens of thousands of years away.
He shoots lightning from his fingertips and hits one of the guardian
Stop
statues.
pretending. I know you can hear me.
Young sea god, I've already told you. The bond's mark that is etched into your soul is never complete. You cannot enter the sea god's tomb, let alone reforge the tiebreaker trident.
I've already brought the owner of that mark.
Even when I'm pushed forward, I'm still trying to figure out what this bond mark
If
is.
we're together, wouldn't that make it complete?
You are correct.
The statue slowly turns towards me.
To awaken the sea god, you must traverse the 33 levels of the sea god's tomb to reach its depths, and offer the tiebreaker trident on the altar. Once the trial is complete, you can reclaim the sea god's power.
Combining Raphael's words with the statues, I realize what's happening. There are statues representing past sea gods in each level of the tomb. Does that mean we need to defeat all of them? Though you'll be able to complete the trial and regain your powers?
Are you scared?
A little. A little? Even if they're just statues, they're still sea gods. I'm afraid I won't even make it past the first level.
No one said you'd be going in alone. There's nothing to be afraid of, since I'm here. Leave everything to me. You just have to do one thing.
Which is?
Don't die.
Thanks, great. That's good feedback. Just don't end up dead on the floor. The tiebreaker trident materializes in Raphael's hand as he walks to the stone gate. I take a deep breath and summon the silver sword.
Let's begin.
Stone statue slowly pulls away the heavy chains. Layer upon layer of seals are released one after another, and the seabed begins to shake violently.
The key to passing this trial isn't to defeat the statues.
He suddenly pulls me closer. His voice lowers his voice, and agnatic mirth flickers in the depth of his eyes.
It's related to reaching the altar.
As soon as a gap appears in the stone gate, Raphael swings his trident and creates a maelstrom. It sweeps us up and propels us through the entrance. Lightning flashes and sparks fly as he shoots into the first level, like an arrow released from a bow. Meanwhile, a sea god statue slowly emerging from an enormous stone niche.
Young sea god.
Lightning strikes and catches the statue off guard. It's knocked back into the stone niche. Raphael doesn't linger. He rides the current into the second level and unleashes another lightning bolt without any hesitation. Chaos surrounding us as an unprecedented scorching heat radiates from Raphael's body, yet gaze remains exceptionally sharp and composed. The stone statues are either knocked back before they can fully emerge, or slow in their hopeless pursuit of us. Duck. I swing my sword and cut down several coral. Okay.
Done.
Lightning, he unleashes the Tiebreaker Trident, and a radiant brilliance akin to daylight fills the sea god's tomb.
What is the meaning of this? Why is the latest incarnation of the sea god so disrespectful?
Well done. A young god should have a young god's vitality.
This won't do. We need to add a new rule. Shortcuts are not allowed. Otherwise, my ancient stones will crumble to pieces.
How is it over already? I finally got a chance to stretch my muscles, but I haven't even made my grand entrance yet.
The surrounding clamor fades, hazy threads of light.
Ye who desires to ascend to true godhood, the deep sea shall inscribe your name. I shall cleanse thy body, temper thy weapons, and restore thy lost memories.
Accompanied by mysterious chanting, a warm power surrounds me. Something reminiscent of flowing sand surges before my eyes as a familiar voice sounds in my ears. Oh, we're getting our old memories
In
back.
Lemuria, a bond best represents an everlasting vow and oath. When you offer the sincerest form of worship from the depths of your soul, my soul will be branded with your mark. I will be unable to defy you, and once a bond is formed, it shall never disappear. No matter where you are, or what form you take, I will always be able to find you and recognize you.
It's Raphael's voice. Unconsciously, I reach out my hand and touch a face that is familiar yet somehow not. His eyes still shine with the beauty of a dawn's glow. However, his smile is carefree and under restraint, as bright as the clearest seawater. But in the next moment, the warmth in his eyes gradually fades as his body sinks back into the black seawater. Only the mark below his collarbone slightly glows. The Lemurian Covenant. I promised you.
Hmm? What did you promise?
I'm willing to give you my heart. My sincerest form of worship. I'm willing to have your very being etched. Oh, yeah, that's from the first card, isn't it? I think that's the order, if I remember. In a trance-like state, I hear myself saying unfamiliar vows, yet every word seems to come from the depths of my heart.
I gave you my heart.
He takes my hand and places it against the glowing mark. Everything is clear to me. But you fell into a deep slumber. We had formed a Lemurian covenant. That's why I am the bride of the sea god. Those threads of light gradually melt away. The sea water is cold again, and the atmosphere is somewhat awkward.
A Lemurian covenant can only be forged when both parties are willing.
Oh,
So,
okay.
you voluntarily became my bride. It had nothing to do with the Tome of the Sea God. Don't forget to apologize to it after we get back.
I realize he's teasing me about the time I called the tome worthless. My ears burn with embarrassment as I clear my throat. You must have recognized our bond a long time ago. You just didn't tell me.
It only represents the past, and now it means nothing to us.
The tempered tiebreaker trident returns to his hand. Raphael turns around, his tail emitting a more vivid and sharp resonance. Within his body, a portion of the sea god's power has been awakened. So you don't. Oh, I know. Our bond means I can command you. Don't want to expose this weakness, do you? Oh, she's spot on. In that case, I would carefully consider the best way to utilize it. He ignores my provocation and grabs my hand to swim upwards, but then he stops.
You're hurt.
I follow his gaze to look at my back. I don't see anything, and I don't feel any pain. It's just a minor wound.
It's not.
Oh.
You need to return to Ramiro immediately.
Raphael brings me back to the surface, and the Fantasia shark carries us to Ramiro.
Loosen your clothes. I need to treat your wound immediately.
It's not that bad, it doesn't hurt. Raphael holds my shoulder with one hand and places his other hand on my back of my neck. Warm power emanates from his palm. Ugh, it hurts. A pain from deep within my bones erupts and heads straight for my heart. It's so intense that I almost fell into the sea. I turn my head. I finally see the wound, but it's not a bloody gash. It resembles a strange floral pattern.
It's not working.
Stop, you're making the pain worse. Yet long after Raphael stops, the pain doesn't subside. I break into a cold sweat. The drops reach my eyes. They trigger another kind of sharp pain.
Hang in there. Once the fog clears, you'll feel better.
Raphael, I need a favor. I groggily lift my eyelids as I rest on his lap. There are rumors. They say the sea god's song can enchant people's hearts and make them lose themselves in illusions. Could you possibly...
Don't believe baseless rumors anymore.
You can't you try? I'll use our bond and... A melody is played on the flute. It flows across the rippling, glittering sea and gently falls into my ears. It's unfamiliar yet captivating. As it guides me, I descend into a magnificent dream. I try to memorize every note as it flows. I don't acknowledge the pain anymore. Guided by the rhythmic sounds of the waves, this melody, I slowly close my eyes once again. Ooh, my shoulder. Right, how are we doing on stream time? I'm trying not to get it past. Okay. I want to complete this. But I won't go too far. After returning to Ramiro, Raphael immediately confines me to the temple. He requests that I don't go outside until my wound is fully healed. Although I don't understand why he's being excessively cautious, he stays in Ramiro. It's a pleasant surprise. However, the wound on my back often makes me disorientated. Sometimes I can hear faint crackling sounds deep within my spine. It's as if there are fish nibbling on coral. Maybe a more apt description would be how it felt similar to seawater washing over new scales. In other words, I'm fully conscious yet somehow unable to open my eyes. However, there is one thing I remember clearly. Whenever I curl up into a ball because of the searing pain, the sound of a flute drifts into my ears and numbs my suffering. Soon after, I drift back into a soft, peaceful sleep. While we were running away from Ramiro, something rather significant happened. Hawken, former Castellan, had escaped from the water prison. Oh no! Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
We've already dispatched a group to search the entire city. As soon as they find something, I'll make a report.
Ouch. Peo, the lady in waiting, immediately falls silent outside the curtain. I hold back a gasp and turn to glance at Raphael. He's applying medicine to my body. Since he heard about Hawken's escape, he has remained unfazed. There's not even a trace of anger or displeasure on his face. I'll deal with this myself. Call back the people you've sent out. There's no need to search anymore.
Yes, Your Highness.
When I wave my hand, Paya quickly retreats as if she'd just been pardoned from execution. You'd let him escape?
Beasts of the deep only bare their real fangs when facing death. Humans are no exception. Making him believe he still has a glimmer of hope will force him to reveal his plans.
Aren't you afraid he might have a secret weapon?
You should be prioritizing your health.
He applies a slight pressure with his hand. I subconsciously try to pull away from the pain, but he grabs my shoulder and presses me back onto the bed.
This ointment is made from gold feather algae. It's the best medicine for wounds in Lemuria. Stay still if you want to be hale and hearty again.
Then be gentler.
I am being gentle. Are human bodies so fragile that they can't withstand a tiny amount of pressure?
Yet he still lightens his touch as he applies the medicine, his cold fingers gliding down along my spine.
I could call for that lady in waiting and have her take care of you instead.
No, you're doing well. I like it when you look after me. His face betrays nothing. However, in the dim lighting, I notice tiny scales rising subtly on his neck. 1 minute, guys. There we go. That night I developed a fever again. It often happens during the past few days. Raphael says this means my wound is healing, but feeling dizzy with a parched throat is still a miserable experience. Raphael, could you lend me your towel to cool down again?
No. We agreed that last night would be the last time.
Though the translucent curtains, I can see him lazily soaking in the pool. His tail creates ripples across the water's surface. It's not like I'll do anything. I only want to lean against it for a bit.
Whose fever became so severe the last time that she thought she was eating fish.
Guiltily, I close my mouth. The heat inside my body is making me miserable. Let's pretend to be weak. We're not using the government. We're gonna be good. I don't think Rochelle would use it against him, that thing. She wouldn't do that. are ringing. I can hear your... Can't hear your voice
Truly?
anymore.
That's not good.
Ugh. When Splash Raphael seemingly moves closer, I quickly cover my eyes. After a moment, I hear a faint sound of burning metal.
If your ears are ringing, then the situation is grave. We'll have to make a cut along each ear to let some blood out.
I quickly sit up and grab the small knife that Raphael is holding over candle's light.
You're done with your jest? It's not a good habit to give up halfway.
But in the end, he gives in. His tail is cool to the touch as I rest my head on it and I meet his lowered gaze. How much longer do I have to wait for my wound to heal?
You'll make a full recovery soon.
The mirror beside me reflects a flash of red, and I see the floral pattern is slowly fading, but it has left behind jagged, frightening marks. The voices I heard have become different. At first, the sounds I usually ignore suddenly become louder. Bubbles popping, fingers brushing against surfaces, heartbeats rising and falling. Then the sound of churning seawater becomes increasingly clear in my ears. Even though the temple is far away from the beach, I can hear the movements of the tide. Why are you so concerned about this injury?
It will make you more like a Lemurian. Your senses become heightened, so you'll be able to hear the call of the most distant oceans and see extraordinarily vibrant colors.
He absent-mindedly runs a finger through my hair.
But you are a human. You'll become an outcast on land. Then you'll be unable to hear any sounds unless they're in the ocean. You won't see any colors unless they belong to the sea. Your legs will become too weak to walk on land, and you'll suffer. Seawater will flood your mouth and nose and rise in your throat. In the end, you'll drown on dry land. It doesn't look like you're afraid.
Because you'll keep me alive. You will, yes? He laughs softly, feels my forehead, and then picks up a cup of water. He helps me drink it.
If you try to make excuses again tomorrow, there's no guarantee.
As I slowly recover, Rimura's short summer arrives. The scent of flowers, which had been absent, permeates the wind. At night, I climb to the roof of the temple and look at the port. The people are setting up tall platforms for bonfires. Perhaps they're preparing for the Sea Gratus festival once again, centuries later, to express their reverence for the sea god. It was once Rimura's grandest festival. People would thank the sea god and pray for his blessing and protection. I already know that Raphael has no interest in a frivolous festival.
You're still injured.
I know, so I didn't leave the temple. I pat the spot beside me and invite him to sit down when I return my attention to the conch shell in my hand.
It sounds terrible.
He twirls a flute in his hand and unceremoniously taps the front of my head with it.
That's not how you play it. If the conch shell could express emotion, it would have already died of embarrassment.
Darda Robin, then teach me how to play it properly. I like that song.
Why?
whenever I hear you play it, all my pain disappears. Just as no one dares to approach the temple without good reason, no one dares to go near the tower that once imprisoned me. I thought escaping from the tower would make me feel better, I guess, but
Your
I guess
cage
not.
isn't in that tower. You can't leave the temple or the tower. You're afraid of losing the freedom to go where you please. Once your wound heals, nothing will be able to restrain you.
The conch shell is taken from my hand as Raphael brings it to his lips. He's testing it out.
Listen carefully if you want to learn.
The melodious tune rises and mingles with the evening breeze and moonlight before floating away. I lean against Raphael's shoulder and let the vibrations from his...
This island, this entire region, shouldn't be unconquerable obstacles in your search for freedom, no matter how many identities Ramiro's people bestow upon you. You aren't obligated to fulfill them. You need to be willing to accept those roles.
One of those identities is the bride of the sea god. What if I don't want to be her?
Then don't be.
But I feel a bit reluctant just to let it go. I let out sighs and gaze at the lights that extend from around the temple to distant places. I used to love Ramiro. I wanted to protect it. Forever and save it from the prophecy.
Unfortunately, it abandoned you.
I'm just a tool to the citizens. They believe I will save their lives.
Do you want all these people to disappear?
If I said I wanted that, would you carry out my wish?
If it would make you fall in love with me.
I try to imagine their death, but I doubt that will make me happy.
What would make you happy then?
When I don't respond, he hands me a long scroll.
Those ladies in waiting delivered it.
I look down and notice several ladies in waiting at the stands of the temple. They meet my gaze and bow nervously. I suppose they want me to preside over the rituals for the first day of the Sea Gratis Festival.
I see. They're representing Ramiro in an attempt to win your favor. When the time comes, you'll have to confront many of the people who abandoned you.
With apparent playfulness in his eyes, he brushes aside a strand of my hair that the wind had blown across my face.
How will you respond?
What would you do?
If it were me...
His fingertips move down and rest on my trembling heart.
I'd ask this heart about what could make it happy.
Oh, these are too sweet to know what happens. Oh gosh, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 left. Oh, I don't like the sound of that one, buddy. With the toss of a torch adorned with flowering vines and seashells into the bonfire and the rise of dancing flames, the Sea's Gratis Festival finally begins. I descend from the elevated platform by the shore give the Sun Festival to Viri for safekeeping, and then remove the heavy crown from my head.
Thank you, Your Highness.
No need. At the end, I agreed to preside over the festival for the Sea Gratis ritual. The reason is simple, because the sea god was forgotten and hated for centuries. I'm the only one who still knows how to perform the ceremony. course, this ritual respected the sea god's opinion, so many of the complicated, extravagant elements were eliminated.
Why did you think the sea god would enjoy a dance that looks like crabs are fighting? It's better to save your energy and make more fried shrimp cakes instead. These are actually delicious.
It's an ancient dance that was passed down for generations. It's supposed to display the sea god's majesty. Actually, you have a point. It does look like crabs fighting. As I walk into the resting area, surrounded by curtains, Raphael examines the pile of crates filled with offerings, like it's as if they formed a small mountain. Because he said the fried shrimp cakes from the city's eastern district were delicious, people rushed to replace their offerings with fried shrimp cakes. Why don't you make more special requests? You could ask for their assistance when you dive into the deep for pearls. I suspect the pearls that the Tome of the Sea God mentioned refer to something else, though.
Aren't fried shrimp cakes special? Food in the sea is too soft. Nothing has a unique texture such as this.
He breaks off a small piece and puts it in my mouth. Then he tosses upward a bubble filled with water to wash his hands.
As for the pearls, it can't be completed in a day or two. You also don't have to scour the entire sea for oysters. What you need to do now is...
His fingertip lifts my necklace, his eyes revealing what he's saying. Apply medicine, I loosen my collar and sit off to the side. When I think about how this wound is fully healed, I feel a tinge of sadness. During the ceremony, I realized for the first time that the sea wasn't completely black. The sound of waves drifts leisurely from beyond the curtains. It embraces my ears and with a gentleness I never thought was possible. Also never imagined that fragments of rainbow light shimmered beneath the dark coloured waves and among towering white crests.
Don't say that. Once your wound heals, you'll have plenty of ways to see it again.
Alright, Raphael, you're getting better at taking care of people. You don't hurt me anymore.
If I couldn't do this simple task well at this point, wouldn't the sea god's divinity be tarnished? However, should you miss that pain, I can help you experience it again.
Excuse me, sir? No, that won't be necessary. Stop.
Your Highness, someone has brought a prayer flower basket.
Marie, who just lifted the curtains tenter, pauses, her gaze shift from Raphael's hand to my shoulder, and then she speaks as if she didn't see anything.
It's for you and the sea god.
Of course, you can leave it here.
Yes, Your Highness.
After Reverie leaves, I put my clothes back on and gently glare at Raphael. I bet new rumors about us will be circulating around the city tomorrow.
Such as?
It's hard to say. Perhaps they'll mention the sea god's bride in broad daylight doing, oh wait, that's not right. The people shall speak of her doing this, and that the sea god in the dark hours doing this and that with the sea god in the dark hours of the night.
What exactly is this and that? I don't understand. The prayer flower basket floats into Raphael's hand. He lifts the blue, red, and silver ribbon. Then he fiddles with the seashells inside the basket. What does this basket of seashells represent?
It's one of the traditions of the Sea Gratuitous Festival. Every household prepares flower baskets of each with seashells to exchange with each others. The more beautiful seashells, the more beautiful the blessings they represent. It's how the people convey well wishes. It's how others convey well wishes. But why would anyone want to exchange seashells with me? I took that thought away and pretend to be interested as I take the flower basket. One minute, fellas. Right, we are back. Sorry about that, guys. Just had to quickly deal with something, but we're back. Okay. Having changed to lighter clothing, Raphael and I walk along the central streets of the city towards the temple. The moonlight and stars cast a blue glow across the night sky. They're like seawater flowing along the horizon as they rise and fall with the clouds and mist. Try these crispy fish. They're delicious too and crunchy.
They're slightly bland.
Is that so? Maybe the salty seawater has numbed your tongue.
I told you multiple times already. I'm not always drinking seawater because I'm in the ocean.
I drop a few coins, ignore the stall's owner somewhat bewildered gaze, and shove a bag of crispy fish into Raphael's hand. A decent number of people recognize us, but we tactically ignore their gawking. When did they pick up that statue over there?
I saw craftsmen hammering away at it not too long ago.
At the end of the path stands an exquisitely detailed, majestic statue of the sea god. He wields a trident as he stands above the white cat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your abdomen is much well detailed. They're putting a lot of effort into flattering you, perchance a little too much.
What do you mean? It's a faithful depiction.
It's a far more accurate compared to the previous sea god statues. The older ones were extremely imposing and masculine. Their beards were longer than their hair. When I heard your voice for the first time, I couldn't believe you were the sea god. You sounded too young.
You're not wrong. You saw it yourself in the sea god's tomb. Those sea gods had flowing beards longer than their hair.
I take a moment to recall the statues I saw there. You're still the most handsome one.
You have my thanks.
He raises his hand slightly, and the seashells placed near the base of the statue shimmer with crystalline light, akin to a silent response from a god. Seeing my questioning look, he smiles.
I still believe humanity's faith is fragile. The slightest touch can shatter it. However, the meaning of festivals is equally important, whether they are here or where Whalefall City used to stand. Just for today, I can let them be happy for a bit. It's not difficult.
I hold his fingertips. Raphael, before you fell asleep, you must been a livable sea god. Even though you've lost your memories, you still long for Whitefall City. You want to awaken all the Lemurians and bring them back to their homeland?
Making unfounded judgments like this is usually a dangerous sign.
Who says it's unfounded? On a small scale, you dislike human worship, yet you still respond to their wishes. On a large scale, you saved everyone during the lunar eclipse, despite the fact they hated and insulted you. And most importantly, I loved you once. It was enough to forge a covenant with you. At least that proves you're worthy of affection. You're worthy of being loved. Now it's your turn. I give you plenty of compliments. Isn't it your turn to compliment me now?
Your eyes are bright. Your hair is soft. And you remind me of a proud little crab when you smile. When you're angry, you're like a prickly sea urchin.
Does that last part count as a compliment?
Of course. If you lived at the bottom of the sea for thousands or tens of thousands of years, you would know how precious it is to see even a sliver of vibrant color.
I open my mouth, but I'm unable to find the right words. The basket in my hand sways slightly. I lower my head to see a little girl slipping a pink seashell into my basket while taking another one. After we make eye contact, she immediately scurries back to her mother, who's the store owner of the owner selling crispy fish. The store owner struggles with how she should respond. Then she gives me a forced smile.
See? The people here like you too.
That's not it. Whether it's belittled guilt, cautious appeasement, or even more complex emotions that are impossible to articulate, I can't say. I haven't done anything to deserve their
It's
praise.
because you're you.
His hand covers mine and it moves past the tricolour ribbon on the basket so his fingers can intertwine with mine.
All endearing words suit you perfectly.
Oh, sweet. I am not looking forward to the end of this one. By the time we return to the temple, there are a few more colourful seashells in my basket. It's not a lot, however. I hang it by the windowsill and I see Raphael is about to approach the pool. I quickly run over to stop him. Wait, there's still something we need to do. I take out the floral liquor I had Viri prepare and pour it into silver chalice. We celebrated with everyone else. Now it's time for our private celebration. The sea's gratuitous festival is also for lovers. People collect elderflowers during the spring to use them to brew a liquor. You're supposed to give it to your beloved on this day.
Does this contain your entire Springs collection?
I bought it. I was still locked up in the tower in spring.
It's alright. I don't mind.
Raphael picks up his glass and clinks it with mine. The floral liquor is sweet and pure. After drinking it in one go, I refill both glasses.
Now that it's just the two of us, is there anything you want to say to the sea god? To me?
Huh?
During the ceremony, your chants were filled with other people's words to the sea god. They were not your own. Don't you want to tell me something? Maybe I can make a wish come true.
wish I could. I wish you could fall in love with me soon.
That doesn't count.
Why? It is very difficult. Is it very difficult for you?
It's too easy. Think of a more ambitious wish.
As we clink our glasses, the floral liquor slowly disappears. Raphael slowly holds out his
You
hand.
told me that during the Seas Gratis Festival, humans exchange seashells to give blessings to each other. I've already given you a seashell. Shouldn't you give me something in return?
Oh, I touch the seashell necklace around my neck. I rack my brain for what feels like ages, yet I can't think of anything that would be of equal value. I slip a pearl off my finger. I've worn this since I was a child. It's not the pearl that the Toad Seagull told you to find, but I'll give you a blessing that only belongs to this ring. May all your wishes come true. When that time comes, remember to take me to Wormhole City.
I heard that rings are often gifts that symbolize romantic devotion in the world of humans. Does this mean you've fallen in love with me?
I compliment his words for a moment before I lean forward and kiss the corner of his lips. What do you think?
I think I need some more convincing proof.
Oh. Did it do it? That night, the sound of waves draws closer. Gentle melodious music mixes with the laughter. The Fantasia sharks swim overhead. The vibrant colours burst before my eyes. Someone reaches out to hold my hand. My veil is lifted, and I'm led towards the light. Then the music and laughter transform into weeping and screams. All the colours fade into a dull grey, and the hand that's tightly holding mine gradually turns cold. Seawater engulfs everything. The cold overwhelms the world, and even the last melody played on a flute sinks into deathly silence. But that hand still doesn't let go of me. Oh. When the sun rises, come to the beach, I'll take you somewhere special. On the last day of the gratuitous festival, I wake up and find a note left Raphael behind my pillow. Rosy daylight speaks across the horizon and paints the sky in discreet warm colours, yet the wind carries an unusual chill. That's a smell. It's a repulsive, fishy stench. I swiftly drew my sword and block an attack that was aimed at my heart, yet something akin to... It's like a coiled tentacle that's covered in tassel-like barbs. They dig deep into my skin.
It's been a long time, bride of the
Did he write
sea
that
god.
to trick us? So that's where you went, Harkin. Still maintaining this simple design, he emerges from the darkness. Behind him, several grotesque, elongated shadows extend.
You were waiting for me.
Your trap is too obvious. Toxic from the barbs seeps into my blood. My body becomes numb. But I doubt I'll die from it.
Too bad. That sea god deceived you with a few empty words. You're still under his spell. Do you actually believe he'll save you? He'll only lead you to your death for his own selfish desires.
His eyes gleam with malicious intent as my consciousness begins to fade. Traces of light gradually devoured by darkness.
Don't resist. Now then, follow me. Everything I've done is for Ramiro. I want to prevent it from following the same doomed path as the Murio.
Bro just doesn't give up, does he? Buddy. Like, bro, give up. And we're back here. The pain in my shoulder wakes me as I open my eyes. I find myself in a cage I know too well. My hands and feet being. Oh. Sensing a putrid, fishy smell, I see a massive, grotesque shadow on the wall. It's accompanied by the sound of something vicious being torn and peeled apart. I suddenly recall the spell he casted on me, the one he used to control me.
Indeed, it's an ancient curse, but it's far too weak to control my bride. These magics can't be wielded by humans. Tell me where you found it.
You're no longer human.
So what? To save Lemuria, this pain is nothing.
The shadow on the wall suddenly contracts. A moment passes and it slowly returns to a humanoid form. With so many sea monsters parasitizing your body, aren't you afraid they'll eventually devour you? You'll turn into a real monster.
The human body is too fragile. It's incapable of helping me in my quest to revive Lemuria. I need a body powerful enough to let me live for thousands of years. But that sea god, he destroyed the body I had painstakingly crafted when he put me in that water prison. He forced me to devour more, and I turn into what you see now.
Noticing the countless festering cracks and deformed joints on his hand, I feel nothing but shock and pity. Recalling his talk of Lemuria and the implications of his recent words, a theory forms in my mind. Are you a Lemurian? But you were born and raised in Ramiro. Lemuria was destroyed tens of thousands of years ago.
Lemuria was never destroyed!
He yanks the chains and I'm forced to look into his eyes that are filled with ominous darkness.
It's sleeping. It's waiting for me. Once I kill that foolish, selfish sea god, I will become Lemuria's new sovereign. I shall resurrect Lemuria, the only civilization that's glorious enough to rule this world!
He seems to have lost his mind with his obsessive delusions and hatred for Raphael. However, his words aren't complete nonsense. Do you want to return to Lemuria?
It's the most beautiful place in the world, and the homeland of all Lemurians. Don't you love your homeland? Wouldn't you want to save it?
I'm not passionately enamored with Remuria. Despite my feelings, I pretend to nod and agree with him. I understand, but this doesn't have anything to do with me. Why would you kidnap me to save Lemuria?
Don't you remember?
A tentacle tosses something at my feet. It's a small fractured tome tablet. However, I recognized it instantly. Tome of the Sea God? It's very similar to the one in the temple. The patterns and the text are almost identical. It's as if it was broken off from that larger stone.
You are the only human who can communicate with the tome of the sea god. Go on.
I don't like the sound of this. The blood from my shoulder drips onto the stone tablet, and the blurred text emits a faint golden glow. Find a true love when blessed with a true love's kiss. Claim her heart by your own hand. A heart pure, flawless, filled with love. Best offering can give to Lemurians. Oh, prophecy from the Tome of Sea God that I read was incomplete.
Do you understand now? If the sea god wants to reclaim his power, he needs more than true love.
He needs to kill her.
True love is just a stepping stone to him.
Vulcan giving me a mocking gaze that's filled to the brim with contempt.
Akin to how a starving person seeks food, ripping out your heart is the sea god's natural instinct.
I don't believe you. Even if he wants to kill me, I need him to say it.
What a foolish, stubborn lass. Don't tell me you've already fallen in love with him.
You don't need to know that.
How unfortunate.
He laughs with a malicious delight.
When he remembers everything from those years, he'll ensure your very existence tastes oblivion.
Is he referring to what happened before Raphael fell asleep? Hawking pulls out a bottle covered in red screws and unscrews the topper. An eerie vapor drifts out.
Come, witness the events from the annals of Lemurian history. See how you and that sea god destroyed Lemuria.
I hold my breath, but the eerie vapor seeps into my skin, in an instant invading every fiber of my being. Within moments, dormant memories awaken, like magma, breaking through frozen earth. It burns every blood vessel in and nerve in me. It hurts. Scaring pain tears through my body. My mind is plunged into chaos, yet something gradually comes into focus.
Are you willing to be my follower?
Raphael. Oh, this is from the previous card. The massive circular chamber is as dim as twilight. The ground trembles as fractured stone cascades down from the domed ceiling. This is... My body is suddenly pinned down. A sharp dagger is pressed against my chest, its tip drawing tops of blood. Raphael, no, that's not right. The Raphael before me is a brighter, more radiant young man, yet the dark blue flames that burn in his eyes and his expression are unnaturally detached. In his hand, he tightly grips the sharp dagger. It's poised, ready to pierce my heart. I can't make a sound. I grab the handle from the dagger and use all of my strength to fight against death itself. No. It's where the angst kicks in.
Run.
Oh no. But the detached hostility returns to his eyes as blue and gold light remediates from his body.
As my follower, you must offer your heart to me. A Lemurian bond holds great power, but it's also a chain. The sea god should have no weaknesses or constraints.
My struggle is futile. The blade sinks deeper into my chest. Blood falls as the pain spreads. Oh no. There's a loud crash and the restraints on my body loosen. Raphael leans against a wall that's far away from me. Pain has contorted his face. Inside the stone niche burns a gentle yet feeble flame. It's so weak that a breeze could extinguish it.
Stay away from me.
Those dark blue and golden lights still surround him. However, the blue flames in his eyes have been extinguished, or rather suppressed.
You cannot stay here. Lemuria's flame requires the hearts of our followers to sustain it. This is wrong. Should it continue, 'tis only a matter of time before I lose control and hurt you again. You must find a method that will allow it to burn forever. That shall be Lemuria's true path.
The flame from the niche gently floats to Raphael's fingertips, then it transforms into countless delicate threads of light that flow towards my chest. Shocked, I try to break free, yet I find myself bound to these threads. A strange warm power flows into my heart.
There is a legend. It says the wick of a flame exists in the place where all oceans converge. Find it, and Lemuria will be enveloped in light and endure forevermore.
Water currents embrace me to carry me out of the temple. From a distance, Raphael gives me a gentle smile.
I shall ensure Whalefall City remains exactly as you remember it, until the day you return with the wick. This is my promise to you.
That was the birthday thing as well.
For 'tis Lemuria's vow, a bond everlasting.
Fuck's sake, man. Info. Why? Why are you like this with this bloody trauma? I will not accept you adding trauma to the damn story. Despair and blood pervade the seawater as thunderous gradation buries all cries and screams. My eyes, but it feels like my body is trapped in quicksand. The more I struggle, the more I suffocate.
That human deceived you. She deceived all of Lemuria.
A human stole our flame. Lemuria will perish!
Why did the sea god deceive us? Why didn't he protect Lemuria?
The sea god has changed before we even realized it.
The seawater drowns their despair, and yet I can't defend Raphael. It isn't Raphael's fault. It's because I didn't fulfill my promise to Raphael. There was no wick that existed in the place where all oceans converge, or at the end of the sea. Lemuria could never exist forever. Lemuria was a civilization that should have never existed. Destruction was its predetermined fate. The last god at the sea perishes along with Lemuria. They dissolve into the ocean. It's not a slumber, it's oblivion. He will disappear from this world. I will never be able to find him, see him, hear the songs he plays for me on the flute, or see his smile. I'm going to infold. My heart silently cries out, and it awakens the unwavering determination of my former self. Infold, please. This was such a good story, but the damn trauma is not helping. I won't let Raphael die. I won't let Raphael die. I will save him. Save him. And the price that must be paid, it doesn't matter. In the valley of trembling, the deep sea, the Sorrel shift staff I wield ignites. The cold flame illuminates the gaze that's a breath away from mine. Shock, sorrow, anger. I can't exactly make out the emotions in his eyes. I only see the mark of our bond, or on his collarbone. It's like a stream of blindingly bright, burning blood. Countless threads of light transform into runes. I raise the staff and let a phantom pierce his body. I hear my own heart as I speak. Every single word is part of a merciless command. With the power of Lemuria's vow, Raphael, you shall be forever imprisoned here until Lemuria welcomes the opportunity for rebirth. until the world reaches that moment when you can be awoken. His divine gaze, what's clearer than seawater, transforms into a black tide. It freezes when he looks at me.
You betrayed me.
Infold, I hate you. Why? No, I'm gonna make sure. Infold, why? Why do you do this? Oh. I went so hard that I have to fix my camera now. Goodness gracious me. Whoops. Your girl has to fix the camera. She went so hard that the camera broke. Oh goodness. Why? She went so hard in fault that the camera broke. I will. I swear. Trauma you give to us bloody girlies is insane. Once our seal is complete, he's plunged into the depths of those abyssal waters. I hear a deafening sound as if the entire ocean is being split apart. Boundless black waves surge in from all directions. His dissipated figure becomes rain that falls upwards. Infold. I'll cut out your heart with a dagger honed, my darling, and in love's name, your heart will become my faith. Your body will be washed clean, shine like a pearl. I will care for your heart. I will care for your heart till we meet again, and you reclaim it for yourself. Oh, this game. This bloody Infold. Why? The last the smoke dissipates and the bottle clatters to the ground. The tide of memories. See, just checking the camera again. Yeah. There's on the ground. The tide of memories. Recedes as my consciousness returns to the cold, gloomy tower.
Do you remember now? You stole the flame and sealed away the sea god, and he trusted you so easily. You are the ones responsible for Lemuria's destruction.
My mind is still reeling from the impact of those memories. As I lift my head, my gaze focuses on the former Castellian. Then it shifts to the silent figure standing in the shadows behind him. Raphael? I didn't know when he arrived, however, his cold gaze has told me everything. He saw my memories as well. Fuck. I hate this game. I don't hate this game, that's an overreaction. I love this game. Just angst. Horgan continues his endless monologue, but I can only hear chaotic noise. I stare blankly at the figure before me. Oh no. Our gazes lock, we freeze under the moonlight. My thoughts also seem to be frozen in
We'll
place.
deal with him first.
A faint whisper that only I can hear reaches my eyes. I give a slight
He
nod.
will kill you, cut out your heart, and leave your body out to rot. You will not receive a proper burial. If you want to live, your only option is to kill him before he can act. Your bond with him is your sharpest blade. You can order him to take his own life. As you can see, anything is possible.
Yes, I remember. I was the one who sealed Raphael. I tried to speak as calmly as possible, but I'm also responsible for Lemuria's downfall. Why is Raphael your only target for revenge? Don't you hate me too?
Of course I do. However, I'm willing to let bygones be bygones if you kill the sea god.
Remove my shackles, then I can do anything if I can't. I can do anything if I'm like. So I can't. If I'm like this. I lift my chin slightly. You better hurry, he's already here.
Huh?
A tall, slender figure appears under the moonlight. Raphael raises his hand and summons the Tidebreaker Trident.
How convenient. You've delivered yourself to me.
The chains that bind me snap. I rub my sore wrist before materializing a silver sword. I take 2 steps forward. In the suffocating silence, Raphael is the first to speak.
It was you.
Oh, boy. Here we go. I should probably... To be honest, I don't drink, but if I did, I would be getting some alcohol at this point. Oh. Damn, this is awkward like a ton of bricks. You let Hawken escape on purpose. He was used as bait so you could find out who sealed you away, and that person is me.
Correct.
Oh.
The greatest weakness of Lemurians is that bond. And a sea god cannot have weaknesses. He must kill the person who forged the covenant with him. That way, there will be no one left in the world who could restrain or threaten him. And only then shall he become an invincible god.
Yeah, no.
Regardless of whether it's for Lemuria or for myself, I must kill you.
Why? He speaks with cold words, although I know it's just an act. I can't help but think. Perhaps those words also contain true feelings. We don't need to say anything else to each other. I raise my silver sword as lightning flashes the tip of the trident. Blue fiery power surges through Raphael's body.
Farewell, bride of the sea god.
The tip of my sword clashes with our weapons are diverted to side. Nice. Okay. I got angsty for a minute. As the light fades, Hawken's eyes are filled with terror, yet he cannot move. His body shatters amidst flying sparks. A putrid stench fills the air as viscous fluid seeps between the bricks and spreads across the floor.
Don't taint Lemuria's glory with your disgusting ambitions. A man who lost himself to madness has no right to save Whalefall City.
Hawken's eyes bulge with fury as guttural sounds escape his throat. He then crumbles and turns to ash. Withdraws his trident and breathes away the dark embers from his body.
Your hand.
A small flame dances from his fingertips and travels up my forearm. The fluid and bloody marks left by the shackles disappear.
You are afraid of me. What's wrong? Did you think I would actually kill you?
I'm not afraid of you, I just... Scratching it. I'm the one who sealed you away. And... what? I'm the one who sealed you away, and I'm also the key that allows you to reclaim your power. You have every reason to kill me.
If I asked you to, would you willingly offer me your heart? I want you to answer honestly.
I feel like she would. She would, but... It's hard God has always belonged to you, and I promised it to you before. So yes, I'm willing to return it to you.
Then why are you crying?
I blink and realize tears are threatening to fall from my eyes. Being willing doesn't mean I'm not afraid of death, and I owe you an apology. I understand it can't erase a fraction of your suffering. His fingertip is cold as he presses it against the spot where my beating heart is. Our noses touch. We're so close that one breath could close the distance between our lips.
What I want is a heart with pure and utter devotion. Its love for me should come from the very depths of one's soul. Do you think it is that?
I don't have an answer for you. Even if it was, this heart now bears an invisible fissure that can never be fully mended.
The answer is clear. Your heart is of no use to me. For now, at least. Go back. Your injuries haven't fully healed yet. You should get some rest.
Alright. I murmur in agreement, yet neither of us makes a move to leave. The moonlight casts shadows on the window bars. It resembles a wall of thorns that gradually spreads between us. Oh, that hurts. Oof, the angst. Oof, oof, oof. We had such fluffy chapters in the beginning, and now we're back to just pain. Oh no. Back to just pain. Right, okay, next one. It's just pain. These last few chapters, just depression. Please, can we have a happy chapter? Me knowing the ending of this. The path from, oh gosh, there we go. The path from the tower to the temple isn't long, however, it feels as if we've been walking for an eternity. After that day, we continue as if nothing had changed, yet everything is different. We no longer watch the faint light on the horizon in the morning, nor do we light all the candles in the temple on cold nights. The images from that vision are like an inescapable thorn. It has pierced me and Raphael. Dusk falls when Raphael tells me he will temporarily leave Romero to search for the pearl in the deep sea. It's mentioned in the tomb of the sea god. We part ways on the beach. He dives into the sea, his tail clutching the sunlight. In all of its beautiful iridescence, the waves and ripples will never settle. Likewise, I will never see him again. On the last night of summer, an unprecedented storm falls upon Romero without any warning. Oh, don't tell me it destroyed it. The water has risen past an average person's waist. With the rain, they rapidly engulf every building, shop and slope. I watch atop the temple. Beyond the rain lies a hazy black ring surrounding everything. Everything the seawater submerges and churns. I only gave out the order to reinforce the embankments and clear the waterways. Unfortunately, when faced with this kind of storm, it's futile. Another building collapses. The rising waters carry the rubble and the people scream in all directions. Someone bobs up and down in the current. The black water carries them towards me.
Help me!
No, not the lady in waiting, no. I recognize her. She's the lady in waiting who served me in the temple.
Help!
Countless images flash through my mind. They overlap and intertwine. The faces of people below the tower, those looks of disgust, apathy, when I was forced to perform these ritual. The smiles of people who said the invitations and exchanged seashells with me. during the sea's gratuitous festival. Nearest shelter is to the north. Go. Before she thanked me, I harshly interrupt her. The lady in waiting steadies her weakened body. Her eyes, once soaked in despair, flickers briefly with hope before it
The
dims.
flood has washed away all the city's shelters. Aside from me, there are others who have nowhere to go.
Carrying debris, the roaring flood crashes against the temple. The building trembles, yet it remains steadfast. When I was 15, I oversaw its renovation with the intention of making this symbol of faith as solid as the heavens. It was designed to stand tall. Tell everyone to take shelter in the Sea God's temple.
Your Highness, we did a search and brought the people we found to the temple.
The people who escaped from the storm are put in 2 small groups in the main hall. They anxiously watch as I stand next to the statue of the Sea God. I look outside. The rainfall wraps around the mirror like a sheet of rough gauze. It covers everything in a deathly white as far as the eye can see. Turning back, I instruct Viri to distribute all the food samples in the temple. When the storm eases, lead them to Mount. So I think it's tall enough the water will not reach you there. After I give out my simple orders, I ignore the anxious gazes and hushed discussions around me as I...
Your Highness?
Yes?
What if the rain never stops and the flood reaches Mount Anyuna? What then? What if the third night comes?
All sounds seemingly vanish, only rainfall remains. Gazes pour in from all directions like water. Everyone stares at me as they wait for an answer about their future. That day will never come. The third night hasn't arrived yet, and the rain will stop. Many people turn their heads to look outside, searching for the bright moon that hangs in. Tense uneasiness as in the temple has the tense uneasiness in the temple has disappeared. So, to some extent, as for how long this rain will last, that remains to be seen. Perhaps what they need isn't a direct answer, but words that can serve as a pillar of support. Exactly. Suppressing the many uncertainties in my heart, I look at the misty blackness beyond the rain. I picked that option because sometimes in sort of things like this, you kind of have to lie to sort of soothe people. Because if you say, "Oh, I don't know," you're a leader to these people. My promise with Raphael isn't valid anymore, huh? If only this heart truly fell in love with him, then he'd prevent the sea from swallowing Ramura and allow me to live. Back when we decided to fall in love, neither of us anticipated what today would bring. I hope the sea he's in has pleasant skies. My heart aches again as I grasp the necklace he gave me. But
what I want is a heart with pure and utter devotion. Its love for me should come from the very depths of one's soul. Do you think it is that?
I still can't give a definitive answer to the question Raphael asked me that night. However, no matter what happens, I can't let Ramiro sink. I must survive until the day I see Raphael again. Aww. Several days later, the torrential rain finally stops. While everyone's asleep, the howling winds subside to some extent. Wading through the accumulated muddy water, the ladies in waiting carry out my orders. They evacuate everyone from the city. press my faintly aching temples, I'm unable to dismiss the ominous premonition lingering in my heart for some reason. I look up, the moon's vanished without a trace. Moonlight draws in murky gloom. Within a blink of an eye, black clouds swallow the last trace of light from heaven and earth.
The eclipse! The eclipse is here!
Prophecy from the tome of the sea god! Ramiro is about to be submerged!
After being momentarily stunned, I finally realize that there are no black clouds in the sky. A massive raise. Let's see. Gariti, take everyone back to the temple. But these fearful struggles are no match for the approaching catastrophe. The wave swiftly unfurls, its deathly embrace over Ramiro. A loud sound explodes across the sky for a moment. Everything is as bright as day. The golden lightning cleaves through the massive wave. The light flows back in to reveal a silhouette. Let's is back. The she cell necklace around my neck begins to shake violently. Let's go. Raphael? The massive wave collapses and a large water splashes touch the land. Raphael raises his tiebreaker trident, and the scales on his tail reflect piercing cold light. The trident is swung down with great force. Heavy storm clouds are transformed into scorching, powerful winds that kept a sweep across all of Ramura. Whatever the trident points, flames more bright than the blazing sun ignite across the water's surface.
The sea god? Is that the sea god?
The control of the currents and the tides, without a doubt, this is Raphael's power. Like mountains, the towering waves are stacked onto one another. They spiral upwards until the force of the wind and fire form clouds of water that pierce the sea like spears. The violent ocean is suppressed by the god's ferocious power. Fire clashes against the seawater that had rushed Ramiro, and the sea is forced to retreat. I run towards Raphael, stepping on the scattered floating debris that once made up a sea whale. Only one thought races through my mind. Faster, I need to go faster. Ahead of me, Raphael stands amidst the unquenchable flames. His long hair is dishevelled by the wind. Raphael. Water and fire illuminate Raphael's eyes as he looks at me. A divine power surges in his gaze. It's as fierce as the turbulent currents surrounding him. Not even a trace of my image is reflected in his eyes.
You shouldn't have come here. Return to the shore if you don't want to be reduced to cinders.
I swing my sword to create a gust. It cleaves the flames, and I leap through the opening to reach Raphael. Ignoring his trident that's positioned as a barrier before me, I grab his rigid arm and forcibly intertwine our fingers. This is exactly where I should be.
Death will greet those who attempt to wield a sea god's power with a human body.
But I'm the one who has a bond with the sea god. I won't die that easy. As soon as we resonate, a scorching heat that feels like it could burn everything spread from Raphael's palm to my body. Divine power surges at the same time something else flows into my heart. In my daze, I realize everything Raphael has never put into words. In the dark depths of the ocean, the sea's ritual hymn drifts down ethereally before the surface. It awakens his anticipation that has been suppressed for eons. During one of Romero's short summers, the indifferent sea god's heart experienced pure contentment and joy for the first time. After he left the temple with the excuse of searching for pearls, the waves undulated like his fluctuating thoughts. All that time we spent together, the feelings for him were never unrequited. Raphael supports my weight as he hugs me from behind, his embraces scorching hot.
Feel it. Now wield it as if it were your own.
Divine power collides with my nerves, my blood boils as my eyes begin the same colours as Raphael's. Power representing heaven and earth advances from between our fingers. The last wave that threatens Romero is intercepted by fierce flames. Suddenly the waves freeze as we're about to surge forward with a howl. Freeze just as they're about to foot. A beam of sunlight breaks through the thick clouds and shines upon me and Raphael. Immediately the waves fall as if weightless. They shed their furiosity and pull back towards the shore. My heart beats like a drum. It's quickly drowned out by the jubilant, distant cheers of relief from those who narrowly
The tide
escaped
has
death.
receded. Aren't you going to let go of my hand?
I turn my head. The burning divine power in Raphael's eyes slowly fade as they return to what I'm familiar with. I tighten my grip on his hand. What will you do if I don't let go? A long time passes, then he smiles faintly.
Keep holding it. Neither of us will let go first.
Stop! I'm going to cry. I'm going to my therapist about this. I don't have one. My therapist will be hearing about this. Oh no. I don't like this, guys. Chat, save me. Wait, is there more? Is there more down there? Sorry, I'm gonna exit this episode because I can't remember if there's more down there or not. No, this is the last one. Oh shit. Oh shit. Houses that were once submerged reappear. The ships once swept away are pushed back to the shore by the waves. Emerged from the temples while they sought refuge, they slowly begin to rebuild their homes. Oh, after finding some medicine in the temple, I return to the shore. By the port, Raphael is leaning against the rocks. I love this myth, man. Oh, the trauma. Oh, the trauma. His eyes close, and the dim daylight covers his body. His complexion looks paler than it actually is. He's asleep. Oh, he's got marks on him. I dip my fingers into the ointment made from Godfather algae as I gently apply it to the wounds on his arm. Although he appears to be asleep at first glance, I soon notice severely, barely two wounds on his body.
Be gentle. It hurts.
You call me fragile, but a sea god's body isn't that sturdy. Despite saying those words, become treat his wounds with the utmost care. Weren't you searching for pearls in the deep? Why did you return?
You thought I wouldn't?
I thought you'd be upset for a long period of time.
I'm not upset. However, that doesn't mean I didn't care.
His fingertips touches my palm and gently traces one of his lines.
A Lemurian bond grows stronger with love. The deeper the connection is between the two parties, the more powerful it becomes. Back then, our bond was so powerful that you were able to seal me away for thousands, no, tens of thousands of years. Only a love with such pure and utter devotion is capable of doing that.
I'm so done. I'm so Sounds like you haven't made peace with it.
Of course not.
He suddenly lowers his head and bites my knuckle. However, I don't dare to pull my hand away.
It wasn't a day, a month, or a year. What I endured is longer than what a human can possibly comprehend. Millions upon millions of years. How could I possibly let you off so easily?
Of course, you need to avenge yourself by never leaving me again. After I finish and apply the medicine,
I heard you protected many humans.
I hate this guy. In folds. You brats. I can't bear to see. At the end of the day, I can't wait to see many deaths. I don't like Romero, but I can't bring myself to watch it perish.
You didn't do anything wrong.
It's like
Watching
let's add
your
a bunch
kin
of
march
sugar in
toward their
it,
demise
and then
is a
depression.
pain more excruciating than dying.
In fold, you will
You
be
didn't
hearing
force
from
yourself to
your
endure
voice.
that suffering. Well done.
You'll be my therapist will be hearing about this. Immediately, his tone shifts as he puts on a faux serious expression.
However, I do have objections in regards to letting those humans turn my bedchamber into a filthy mess.
It's not that bad. At least your pool was cleaned. I already ordered a few people to clean it. I promise your bedchamber will be spotless.
Good.
He pushes himself up as he pauses as he's about to stand. What is it?
It's nothing.
Oh, I don't want this. Surgery waves wash over the reef as my leg recedes, his tail transformed into a pair of legs.
Let's return to the temple. I need to see its condition to feel at ease.
Doesn't have his crown anymore. He does look like Junshi from Apothecary Diaries. No, I can't. People are saying that Raphael was very similar to like Jinshi from Apothecary Diaries, but he looks like him too. Especially with the long hair, he looks like him. This is gonna bother me. I'm not gonna be able to see it, man. Then I notice a small crack in the necklace's seashell. Oh no. After that day, Ramirez gradually returns to its former state. There are no more sudden high tides and no more unexpected storms. The text in the Tome of Seeing God remains the same. The nightmare of Romeo being submerged seems to vanish into thin air along with the overcast sky. The prophecy didn't come to fruition. Romero didn't sink. The sea god and his bride protected us. We must express our gratitude and worship them forever. The people immersed in joy of surviving a catastrophe, they renovate the temple so that more magnificent and elaborate, erect taller statues, and supply Raphael and me endless streams of gifts. But has the dust truly settled? Involved.
Your Highness.
Passing through the crowd of onlookers, very hurriedly approaches. She bows before me. On the shore lies a dead, enormous silver fish. It's almost as long as a several adult men if they were lying down and like.
It was discovered by the fishermen who were preparing to set sail this morning. We don't know if the fish washed ashore after it died or beached itself.
Maybe this enormous fish is a good omen from the heavens. We might have a bountiful fishing season in the near future.
I approach the creature to get a closer look. The unease that has been lingering in my heart grows heavy. If I'm not mistaken, this is a calamitous species that's mentioned in the ancient text. It's a harbouring of misfortune, an omen of disaster. Dark clouds that appeared before the lunar eclipse haven't fully dissipated, and now the calamitous has appeared. Ramiro can still sink below the waves. Oh, for now I can only act as if nothing's wrong. Worry not, find a suitable place to bury it and clean up this area.
Yes, Your Highness. By the way, Ramiro was spared thanks to you and the sea god. The people want to prepare a feast to properly celebrate. They wish to invite you and the sea god.
I understand. We'll discuss it when the time comes. I walk towards the temple and I tighten my grip around the seashell necklace. The crack has deepened these past few days. The seashell has begun to fracture in other places as well. I don't want to guess what this means. I need to see Raphael quickly. Maybe then I can dispel some of the unease in my heart. Raphael, I need to ask you, Raphael. Stopping the storm that night consumed too much of Raphael's power. He's been staying in the temple. Yet right now I sense something's off. I don't hear a sound of flowing water by the pool. When I left, he's still dozing by the water's edge. I rush to the pool only to find that the springs have dried up. The water resembles an inky black void. Oh no. Worried that something happened to him, I dive into the water. The black water is unbearably cold. I grit my teeth and dive deeper. He appears to be unconscious as he sinks into nothingness. Raphael! Muttering all the strength that I can, I try to grab him. However, I'm not strong enough to pull him up. That won't work. I need to wake him up. I steady my breath while I press my hand against his chest. I try to resonate so I can awaken some of his power. Yet time passes, there's still no response. His power is like a dried up spring, with most of it gone. It cannot respond to by resonance or voice. Why is it like this? After the initial shock, I'm momentarily at a loss. Then I notice the churn currents rushing into the deep abode. There's a location that's closely connected to the sea god. I hold the unconscious Raphael tightly against me and swim in the direction of the currents. Cough, cough. Oh, I'm sick. Fortunately, my guess was correct. The pool's currents is connected to the sea itself, which allowed me to successfully get Raphael out of the temple. I prop Raphael against the reef, recalling how he summoned the Fantasia shark. I make the same gesture he did and bring my hands to my hands to my lips, I whistle. After my clumsy attempts, I finally succeed. A skeptical Fantasia shark appears in the distance at the far end of the sea. It swims to my side and uses its ridgy, bony snout to give a playful nudge to my hand. Can you take Raphael and me to the sea god's tomb again? It doesn't seem to understand what I'm saying, so I repeat myself several times. Finally, it extends its fin bone and gestures for Raphael and me to climb onto its back. Thank you. After I steady Raphael on its back, the Fantasia shark turns around and transports us to the ocean's depths. Unexpected. Okay, I'm gonna pause it here for a little bit so I can quickly get some drink because I am thirsty. I'm gonna do a B right. Right, we are back now. Let's continue. Even the Guardian statue poses no challenge after I explain the reason for our visit. They allow us to pass through the stone
Young
gates.
sea god. Oh, it's you two again.
Your quaintness, I'm here to make a request. I need your help. The statues of the sea god with a long beard lethargically lowers his weapon. He slowly turns to his head to look
He
unconscious
is
Raphael.
about to fade from existence.
What? He's about to what now? Infold. Please stop this. Stop. Bro.
He still needs to reclaim his true power. Yet he almost exhausted the small amount of divine energy he possesses.
What did he do to end up in such a state?
What a shame. He will become the youngest sea god to fade away in our history.
Several more sea god statues move out from their stone niches. They join discussion. Is there a way to save him? He can't fade away like
Of
this.
course.
He needs true love.
He needs a heart that loves him unconditionally.
When he obtains the power to protect Lemuria, and the ocean recognizes his ascension to godhood, he will live for a long, long time. An almost immortal life.
This is the only way to save him.
A heart that loves him unconditionally? I recall the hidden prophecy of the tome. A heart that filled with love is the best offering for a Lemurian. Will my heart save? Can my heart save him? Sea god speak in hushed tones. Then, the statue of the sea god with long beard extends his hand.
Are you willing to try?
Of course.
It will hurt. Bear with me for a moment.
Age of Sea Gods clenched his fist, and a sharp pain shoots through my heart. As he guides the process, several threads of gentle light are drawn out. Strand by strand, they float into Raphael's chest. Enduring the lingering pain, I place my hand over him and try to resonate again. There's a response.
Your pure heart and the devotion from your love is enough. However, you will dissipate into sea foam once you give up this heart. That decision is yours.
The sea god's tomb. How did I end up here?
You've been unconscious for a long time. These sea gods woke you up. I quickly sank before the sea god can say anything, speak. Then I bow respectfully to them. Able to work tomorrow morning. Oh, sorry, 1 minute, guys.
Lemuria. May you find true salvation.
Thank you.
Oh, I don't like this. Sea god statues retreat into their niches. Raphael turns around and meets his intense gaze.
You're hiding something from me.
You're the one who's been hiding things from me. You've expended too much of your power. Your body can sustain itself anymore.
Are you underestimating me? Defying a prophecy from the tome of the sea god did take a considerable toll on me. But I'll recover in a century, give or take.
The prophecy hasn't changed, though. Remeria will still be submerged, yes. Seeing Raphael's expression, my heart sinks. I was correct.
Yes. But that doesn't mean it can't be changed. Romira wasn't destroyed on the third night of the lunar eclipse. So for now, it won't sink below the waves. This is our turning point. Stop frowning. Let tomorrow worry about itself. As for the present...
He takes my hand and summons water currents to carry us upwards.
It's almost dawn. We might be able to watch the sunrise as we head back.
After returning to the Toad Sea God, Raphael seems to have returned to his normal self. The water in the pools become clear again. He also doesn't spend the entire day inside the temple. Instead, he enthusiastically takes me along to explore Ramira's streets, alleys, and the wilderness. Just a tiny fragment of his heart's power is enough to revitalize him. If he received an entire heart, perhaps I'm still selfish, forced with such a choice I cannot let go of my desire to live. But time is cruel and doesn't give me that opportunity to hesitate. After a night of rain, dark clouds once again spread across the sky above Ramiro. The time Raphael spends sleeping in the water increases with every passing day, and my necklace seashell has developed a deeper, longer creek. Raphael, the skies have cleared. Should we go to the Mount of Unyuna? The rest of my words are stuck in my throat. A large section of Raphael's tail has immersed in water, has turned a dull
You're overthinking it. Humans have all sorts of hair colors. Why can't my tail change color? So, what were you saying about the foot of Mount Unyuna?
I was just wondering if you'd like to go out for a walk. He pauses, his tail sways gently beneath the water's surface.
I'm not in the mood.
You can't turn your tail into a pair of legs anymore?
Your imagination is getting wilder by the day.
He parts the ripples of the water's surface, implying the waves.
You wake me from my peaceful nap and throw an accusation.
He adjusts his position to rest his head on my lap.
You owe me a sweet dream.
All right, all right. I gently stroke the top of his head and lean down to kiss him. The seashells around my neck dangles. It sprays in front of Raphael's peaceful, sleeping expression. The creaks on its surface are glaring. I grasp the seashell and gently wipe away those marks. I pretend not to see the scales on his leg. I pretend Raphael isn't showing any sign of something being off. I pretend that everything on this land will remain as peaceful as it is today. Oh girl. Several days later. But Kate's Lantern's music plaza is in the port is immersed in the sound of celebration. It's like a grand farewell ceremony to disaster. Raphael stands far away from the humans. He watches the figure who's in the center of the crowd. She seems somewhat uncomfortable with the amount of enthusiasm. Slowly, however, the corners of her mouth curl, a slight smile appears on her face. He recalls the long stretches of time at the bottom of the silent ocean. The only sound he heard was the faint rustling of chains. With his eyes closed, he would construct an illusory world in his mind. He would imagine the splendor and wonder of Whitefall City, the place that had been long forgotten. Then a different voice breaks into his world one day. Stupid tome, you are useless in every sense of the word. If you're actually useful, you would have revealed Sea God's location. What gives you the right to only disclose the whereabouts of the bride of the Sea God? It was discouraged voice. It could be considered too loud to a certain extent, yet it was the sun that occasionally appeared above the sea. He realized it was impossible to dislike. Using what little strength he had, he spoke to her for the first time. Perhaps their ending was already predetermined from that moment. The Sea God must kill his bride. To ascend to godhood, he must destroy their bond. He refused his fate before, but now he doesn't want to accept it.
We might have to actually bid each other farewell.
I hate this game. He recalls the moment when she first spoke his name. With fingertips stained in their blood, he traces his name into the palm of her hand, one letter at a time. Even so, he couldn't intertwine his fate with hers along the lines of her palm. In this way, they were spared from separation.
I need to leave Ramiro again. We won't be seeing each other for some time.
Again? I frantically search for Raphael's figure in the crowd, but only catch a message in the sea breeze carried to me. Fortunately, our bond guides me to him. In a lit corner, I catch Raphael's fingers.
You were in a hurry. Are you scared I'd leave without saying goodbye?
Where are you going?
I'm just looking for pearls. Once I recover that part of my power, I'll return.
I don't believe you. His life force is fading away at an alarming rate until the illusion of an intact seashell lies a reality with cracks becoming increasingly. His heart is also riddled with countless wounds. Raphael, is there anything you need me to do for you? Tell me, no matter what it is, I'll do it. You say that you want your heart back. I'll return it to you.
No.
How long will you be gone?
It's hard to say. Maybe it'll be a year or two, a century or more. Perhaps even longer than that. Don't worry. Even after I'm gone, you and Ramiro will survive. This is a god's promise to you.
What is he planning to do? If he's making this kind of promise, it means he'll do something that I don't want to imagine. I won't be able to accept it. So, when are you leaving? Let me see you off.
All right. I'll wait for you at sea.
Fingernails dip into my palm. Hesitation that swirled in my heart has finally crystallized into mahogany, I think. I will fulfill the promise I once made. Oh no. Oh no. No. Oh no.
It's a simple melody, yet you still haven't learned it properly.
Here we go.
Listen carefully. This is the last time I'll teach you. The sea inevitably returns to where it belongs and separates from the land.
A bit laggy here. Whoops. You want to say something else? The sea heard your wish. The place you hold in my heart far outweighs this little scale. No, I refuse to accept this betrayal. The sea god doesn't need this heart. Our bond, it cannot end this way. I won't allow it. Right. And that's where the pearl thing comes in. No. Oh, info. I hate you for that. I hate you for that. Fucking cry. You're evil. Daylight has arrived. Ooh. The tides surge. Waves build upon waves. They're so powerful that they scour the clouds. The black seawater bleeds crimson. Then red fades and takes the darkness with it. The Ujilsi azure hues reappear. The bells in Ramiro toll ceaselessly. As massive waves engulf the world, the land is transformed into seabed. Seawater envelops my home, every patch of soil, every mountain range. It whispers and returns the memories from 1,000 years ago. Everyone steps onto a strange yet familiar homeland. They breathe the air that flows in the seawater. Lemurian memories awaken gently encircles his finger. It's like her embrace never let go of him. It shall keep them bound to the sea forevermore. Oh man, oh man. Oh, I think that's where we end it off, man. Oh, dear goodness. Oh look, we got 1,000, we got 100 diamonds. Hello, buddy.
I'm not your puppy.
No. This bloody story has sent me for a loop. In fault, you are hearing from my therapist. And in that note, I'm gonna end the stream. It was so good to be able to play through this card with you all on stream. I think next we will be doing Velguard, but we'll be going through some of the other side content as well. We have a new Caleb thing available that we're gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna go and process
Are
through.
you really tired today? Let's have a drink and
You're not
relax.
helping. And process through the sadness that was